A look at Mark Burley. He'll be doing his best to get a W on the mound tonight. Welcome to Major League Baseball. Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Clark. 2K Sports right here on this Friday afternoon. The starter, Ryan Dempster. As he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
A pretty good matchup for this right-hander on the mound right here. This is a lineup that he should be able to carve his way through. Not many threats in this lineup for him.
Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. Scouting report, John. How about some picks?
Well, the potential's there for Alex Rios to be a productive hitter. So let's see if he can provide some offense for his team today, because they're going to need it.
And it's Juan Pierre now to lead it off.
For the Chicago White Sox, left fielder, number 6, Juan Pierre.
The pitch from Dempster. Line shot into center field. And the leadoff man's on board. You love the offense when it gets going that way. Let's take a quick look as the Cubs on the field will line up like this. Thoughts, Steve? Anybody stand out?
Kosuke Fukudome is a guy that played a lot of center field in his career. Whether he's in center field or he's in the corners, he can make plays. He's not afraid of the wall. He's willing to go up and make the tough catch.
And a runner on for Alexei Ramirez.
Coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
Ramirez will foul that one away. And the 0-1 by Dempster. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. Bounces up against the wall. Pierre is heading home. And he will score. Great base running.
Now batting.
Statistics say that the 0-2 count by far is an advantage for the pitcher. But in this situation, he fought off a tough pitch and slapped the base hit.
Great job on that at bat. Paul Konerko to the plate, runner in scoring position. Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
A line drive toward short. And another hit back to back. And Ramirez is home.
Now batting.
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored if you're in that at bat. What you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. Runner on first base. Nobody out. Swung on, line to right field. One down.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. 6th in home runs, 6th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
And Beckham's in the box.
In the Windy City rivalry in 2009, the Southsiders, the White Sox, ended up having a 4-2 advantage over the Chicago Cubs.
Taps this one foul to the right. And for the White Sox, they went 2-1, both at home and on the road. And anytime you can do that at Wrigley and you're in Chicago, that's pretty good.
It made the Southsiders a lot happier. I mean, you can't overlook the disappointing season that the White Sox had, but if there is one positive thing, that they took care of business in their own.
Swung on, line to right center field. And you'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
Center fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
Line drive. So Rios is sent down. And Konerko will score.
A chance here to check out how the Cubs ranked in the National League last year. 5th in home runs, 10th in runs. And for team batting average, well, the number's just not quite there, as they did not make the kind of contact you want, and really led to some difficulties in scoring runs.
Chance to drive it a run, A.J. Pierzynski. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Now, they jumped out of the gate here early, Gary. A lead like this can change your whole approach to the game, both with your pitchers and your hitters.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. And I guess these guys look like they brought the lumber with them today.
And that lumber is working, no question about it, as their offense is propping up their starting pitcher.
Catcher can't control it. And Dempster with the 1-2 delivery. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Swing and a drive deep left center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. A run scores.
Now batting.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Two outs and a runner on second. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. And that's a strike. Martin's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one, swung the bat well.
Hit sharply towards the hole.
Now he tries to sneak one down and in to get the strike-free call, but he fights it off. Outstanding job at the plate.
And that is so demoralizing for a pitcher. You work so hard to get ahead in the count, and then you give up a base hit. And it's Mark Kotsay in the box now. Smash towards the middle. That's in there. Should score the runner. It's 0-1. Dempster getting him to look. You know, they always say, and it's true, there's really nothing like that first inning support to set a pitcher up for the rest of the game. Line fair down the line and right. And in there, the White Sox will score.
Now batting for the Chicago.
Well, a key contributor in that last win. 3 big hits in that game, and he's seeming to find a way again to get it started.
Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Wow, they deal some serious damage. First inning really starting out with a bang. The White Sox on top 6-0. Mark Burley is going to be pitching. He gets settled in for Chicago. As he gets into this Cub lineup, Steve, what are we talking about strategy-wise?
As a hitter, when you face Mark Burley, you have to be ready. Be ready to swing the bat. He's a guy that's very efficient in the zone. He throws strikes and he works quickly. Make him get the ball up.
Here's the pitch to Soriano. Good pitch from Burley. Swung on and missed.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that two-seam fastball.
Strike two. Soriano going to have to be careful here. Here's the delivery. Big swing and a miss for Alfonso Soriano. Strike three. He's gone.
His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other, and he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strike out, see you later.
And we've got Bird batting.
Well, back in July of last year, Mark Burley threw that perfect game for the Chicago White Sox. And I tell you what, kids, if you're watching a guy and you can't throw 95, 96, take a good look at Mark Burley. He'll teach you how to pitch.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got about 0-1 right now. For Mark Burley, if any pitcher deserved to have a no-hitter, you gotta give it to him, because swung on, grounded towards the hole, and Ramirez fields the ball. So Bird is set down. This is how the Cubs offense will look, sponsored by Pepsi. Scouting Big John, who are we looking at today?
Well, you watch Ryan Theriot play, and he's the kind of guy that can do a lot of things on a baseball field. He gives pitchers a lot of fits because he works counts. The thing is about him, he can handle the bat. He can bunt. He can also hit and run, hit the ball behind runners. Makes him valuable at the top of that order.
Now with 2 outs, chance for Derek Lee. Hit hard to second. Beckham throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So Mike Burley gets him 1, 2, 3. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And it'll be the White Sox.
For the second
A crisp afternoon. Maybe an understatement there, but in any case, this time of year you expect it. And Paul Konerko to lead it off. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. And he starts Konerko out. That's it, foul by Konerko. And the 0-1 by Dempster. And this one gets down. It'll head out towards the wall. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. That's going to bring Carlos Quentin up.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
One of the best batting averages in the league. He swings and nails a liner. 1 away.
Coming to bat for the Chicago White Sox. Second base.
And Beckham's in the box.
Gordon Beckham.
Hitting .250 lifetime against Ryan Dempster. 1 out, man on first. On the way. Hot shot towards the hole.
Well, anytime your pitcher gives up 10 hits, there's a pretty good chance he doesn't have a lot going for him in the game. And I think if I'm the manager, I'm going to head out there and bring the hook with me.
1 out, and Alex Rios at the plate.
And the 2009 season was a big disappointment for Alex Rios, starting out with the Toronto Blue.
And it's hit well off the bat of Rios. Off the wall on a hop. And the throw. And Konerko will score. For Rios, just a .247 batting average last year. Nobody expected that.
No, not at all. And this is a guy who's a former all-star. You looked at him in Toronto and you thought we can build a team around him in Toronto. It just didn't work out.
Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
It's going to be Przinsky. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't. Lined right at the second baseman. That's 2 gone. The first run's in easily.
With less than 2 outs, this is what you want to do. Think about the middle of the field. Make contact, force them to make a play, and pick up an RBI.
2 outs, a runner 90 feet from scoring at third. First one to tee in. Here's the pitch. It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. And Dempster delivers the strike. He's up 0-2.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a two-seam fastball up in the zone, but his location away caused it to be effective anyways.
So he ended that half inning with a strikeout. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And the Ramos Ramirez up.
Third baseman, number 16, Ramos Ramirez.
Burley with a delivery. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Ramirez will foul that one away. Swung on and hit. It's going to be Quentin. And so Ramirez retired. That's one away.
Number 18.
And it's Giovanni Soto.
Soto.
One out, bases empty. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Swung on and ripped towards second. And that one's going to drop in. That's their first hit. Now our State Farm sponsored look at which teams went the yard most last year. Number 1, the Phillies. Rockies in second. In third, the Brewers. The D-backs fourth. And at number 5, it's the Cubs.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
At the belt, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, even at 1. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And it remains 1-2. Fastball got him looking. 2 down.
For the Chicago Cubs.
That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour.
Ryan Dario.
Well, they climbed the ladder with the fastball, and he just couldn't catch up to that high heater.
Runner on second and 2 outs. A swing line to left center. And that's a base hit. Terrio on board. The Cubs in a nice position to capitalize.
Well, you talk about a guy who loves the ball up in the strike zone, and after that at bat right there, you can see why he crushed that one.
On the ground to short. Fielded by Ramirez. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. No production yet from the Cubs. And it's Mark Kotsay in the box now. And one of the top 10 averages right now.
Mark Kotsay.
Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. Now a swing and a shot toward second. One away now.
For the Chicago White Sox, left fielder, number 6.
And it's Juan Pierre now in the top 10 in hits. One out, nobody on. Good pitch from Dempster, swung on and missed.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And Pierre is retired. Caridad coming in to hurl. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, this is the right move. You had to get the starter out of there, Gary. I mean, he didn't have his good stuff today, but now the bullpen's going to have to step up and see if they can't come back in the game.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. He gets across the plate. He leads the entire division in runs. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. A swing and a miss. Alexei Ramirez is retired. No scoring here, ending this half inning. The White Sox 8, the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the order to get things started. And if you're just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Kosuke Fukudome to lead it off. And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
When you can spot your four-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
Good patience there and a good eye. Fukudome letting that one go by for a ball to even the count up. The 1-1 on the way. Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Kosuke Fukudome. Strike 3, and he's out of there.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
Nobody on base. One away. Here's the pitch to Soriano. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Well, probably the most disappointing player for the Chicago Cubs in 2009 was Alfonso Soriano. He hit 20 home runs, but the fact is that he hits home runs, but he doesn't drive in any runs at all. And that's a problem. Only 55 RBIs with those 20 home runs. He's not a high on-base percentage, but he's a guy who likes to hit leadoff. So if you have a guy with not a good batting average, who doesn't get on base a lot, and he doesn't steal bases anymore, he's not doing you a lot of good from the leadoff spot.
The 1-2 from Burley. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. That'll put Soriano on first. And that brings up Marlon Byrd. Soriano fits into the mode of the free swinging hitter. Alfonso Soriano rarely will let pitches go by. His on-base percentage not very high.
Well, 40 walks and 118 strikeouts for a guy who predominantly hits leadoff. That's just not going to get it done. The 9 stolen bases, to me, if he would accept the fact that he's a power hitter and he was hit in the middle of the lineup and he can swing for home runs, his home runs would go up. He did 30 home runs every year, but he would also drive in more runs because right now he's not producing enough home runs to be a worthy component of the Cubs offense.
This one's grounded hard up the middle, and he scoops it up. That's one. And there's the second out of double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. And it'll be the White Sox. And it's Paul Konerko now.
First baseman, number 14, Paul Canerco.
And he starts Canerco out. Cut on and missed 0-1.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
There's a swing and a liner towards first, and he can't run it down. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. Stops at second. Two-bagger.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Runner on second, RBI opportunity for Carlos Quentin. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. First pitch to Quentin. Swings a little late that time. Strike one. Strike two. Now with no balls, 2 strikes. Quentin needs to protect that strike zone.
Okay, the pitching's going to have to settle down right now, giving him way too many base runners.
The pitch taps this one foul off to the left. Swung on, liner to right. He throws. Throw is not in time, and he's on.
Well, perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And Beckham's in the box. He went 9 for 20 last season against the Cubs. First pitch, slider, swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. And Canerco will score.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence, giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And he starts Rios out. First pitch is high, but he went after it 0-1.
Well, coming off of a game where he swung the bat extremely well. A single, double, and triple just short of the cycle. Only lacking the home run. I'll tell you what, he's locked in right now.
And it gets down. Quentin, good chance to score here. This one rolls through to the wall. And Quentin's home. The throw. And the second runs over the plate.
Now coming to bat for the Chicago.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
Runner on third and still no outs. Now Soto sets up. Grounded to Ramirez. And so Pierzynski retired.
Now coming to bat for the Chicago White Sox.
Martin looking to knock in a run.
Martin.
Man on third with 1 away. The pitch. Can't connect. It's 0-1.
Well, I tell you what, for a 2-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
And that's a strike. Martin's going to have to take very close approach on the next one. Strike 3, Martin caught looking. Talk about an RBI denied. That's a pretty good piece of work on the mound.
Now runner on third base in scoring position, ready to cross home plate and give your team a run. He prevented that with that big strikeout.
Man on third, 2 down. Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
That contributed offensively in their last game with a couple of RBIs. See if he can't do it again today.
Well hit towards the middle. It's through. The runner's going to come home.
Now coming to bat for the Chicago
Well, he was
White
clutch in the
Sox,
last game.
left
2 big
fielder,
RBIs
number
to help his
6,
team win a game.
Juan
And he's
Pierre.
right back where he started, driving in another one in this one already.
Runner on first, 2 away. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And another hit. Oh my, this clinic's just beginning.
Now coming
Well,
to
he's
bat
having
for the
himself a
Chicago
day
White
right here
Sox,
in this one.
shortstop,
2-out hit right
10,
there. That's his third hit of the game so far.
He delivers. Swung on and missed. 0-1. There's a swing and a smash. And that'll do it as Fukudomi puts that one away. They pound out 6 hits in the inning and push across 4 runs as well. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And in the batter's box, it's Lee. 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 25, Garrett Lee.
Here's the first pitch. And he gets this one by him. 0-1.
Well, Gary, into the 4th inning right here now. They've gotten 3 hits in this one, so they've had a few base runners, but they haven't been able to lump them together to be able to generate any runs so far.
And Burley tries inside. That'll go for a ball.
That's not a spot where he wants to throw that pitch. It's danger right there if it's left out over the plate. He's got to bury that into the dirt.
Lee watches it for a strike.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
Chicago Cubs.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
And it's Aramis Ramirez in the box now. Lifetime 231 off Mark Burley. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Good rip on that one, but he missed it. 0-1.
Well, anytime you take a guy in the middle of your lineup out of the lineup and he only gets 306 at bats, you're going to struggle offensively, and that's exactly what the Chicago Cubs did. If Milton Bradley was having a great year, then he can make up for the loss for Aramis Ramirez. The fact is, neither one of those guys, because of games played and because of disappointing years, were the reason why the Cubs didn't get to the postseason.
2 outs, bases empty. Burley with a delivery. Check to swing, but it's in there. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Now with no balls and 2 strikes, Soto choke up a little bit and watch that strike zone. And Giovanni Soto strikes out. No contact. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. The White Sox still ahead. Here's a look at Ozzie Guillen. His ball club has produced the offense necessary so far. His work now to make sure they keep this lead. And here's Paul Konerko. Leads the division in RBIs. And he starts Konerko out. He swings and drives this one. And Fukudomi makes the catch. That's 1 away.
Right fielder
Carlos Quentin batting now. There's 1 down. Leads the division in hits. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. That one, a one-hopper off the wall. And he's in at second with a double, 1-0.
Second baseman, number 50, Gordon Beckham.
Well, this could be the start right here that this offense needed in this inning. A nice double right there with only one away. This could ignite this offense, and possibly big things could happen.
And Beckham's in the box.
You talk about Gordon Beckham and the fact that in his rookie season he hit .270 in 2009. That tells you that this kid has a lot of discipline at the plate.
The pitch. Strike two. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone. Beckham made his debut in June, and it certainly didn't take long for him to be recognized around the majors.
Which certainly did, and you talk to White Sox personnel, and they think that he could be a guy that they can build a team around.
Stepping up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
So Alex Rios will try and keep it going. He tripled home a couple in his last at bat.
Well, they're ahead because he's driven in 4 big runs in this game.
And he starts Rios out. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Well, runner in scoring position right here, and obviously they want to try to avoid that 2-out base hit. They've been burned in this game offensively already, so they need an out right here. Put up a 0.
Here's the delivery. And Alex Rios has struck out. A big swing and a miss. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. Up next, it'll be the Cubs.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th.
And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. Jeff Baker leading it off. Burley with a delivery. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, Gary, he's not felt any pressure out there on the mound. The defense has not felt that much pressure either. With only one runner left on base, and we're moving through the middle part of this ball game, so they're doing a nice job shutting down this offense.
This one towards Pierre. He gets a bead on it and comes up with the out.
Shortstop.
And it's Ryan Theriot in the box now. And in the National League, top 5 in batting average. Base is empty, 1 out. And Theriot ready. First pitch. And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Well, he's having some kind of offensive season, Gary, really in the middle of everything this team's doing offensively.
And it's 2 strikes now, and Theriot's got to protect that strike zone.
Well, coming off of a game where he swung the bat extremely well. A single, double, and triple just short of the cycle, only lacking the home run. I'll tell you what, he's locked in right now.
Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
K-Camp gives you a look, 85 miles per hour, and look at the break. Follow that break on that pitch.
Well, you'll see this one going up and away, and as a hitter, that pitch looks as big as ever, but it's so tough to make contact on it.
Now what he's got to do now is make sure that doesn't affect his confidence on the next AB. And here's the first one. And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Swung on and missed, strike 2. Pitch on the way. And it holds at 0-2. Here's a swing, a soft liner to the left side, and through the hole into left field. That's going to bring up Kosuke Fukudomi. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
2 outs and a man on first. Here's the first pitch to Fukudomi. In there for a strike. Last season, did not have any hits. 1 at bat off Mark Burley. Strike 2 call in the hole. 0-2.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
So if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
And a swing and a miss. Kosuke Fukudomi. Strike 3 and he's out of there. No runs on a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. No production yet from the Cubs. It'll be the bottom third of the order coming to the plate. It's going to be Przinsky. He'll get things started off as we go to the 6th.
A.J. Przinsky.
First pitch on the way. Hot shot towards the hole.
Now
1 away.
For the Chicago White Sox, third baseman, number 24,
And Mark Tiana. Nobody on base. 1 away. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Well, this is what you need to do. You need to put up some zeros right now. Get some outs and get your fielders back in the dugout to swing the bat and try to make up this deficit.
Swing and a miss.
A fastball up and away. It's awfully tough to catch up with it because you want to try to hit it deeper in the zone and go the other way, and before you know it, it's by you.
It's up against the wall on a bounce. And he ends up at second. That's a double. Steve, looked like that was a strike. Ball was up high, but I think in the zone.
Well, up and away, but on an 0-2 count, you're thinking, I need to make contact. Exceptional job of eye-hand coordination.
And it's Mark Kotsay in the box now. Singled home a run in his last at bat.
Well, he's already driven in a couple runs in this one, Gary. You got to believe they're going to pitch him a little bit more carefully this time around.
One on, 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. He makes contact, line drive. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job.
Now batting.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. And it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
Runners at first and third, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Liner towards the hole. The run scores.
Now batting.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He hit 10 for 25 last season off the Cubs. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a line drive. That's the second out. And they'll try and hold the runners second and first. They stay. RBI chance goes to Paul Konerko. He's got one of the best averages in the American League. 2 down. Runners at first and second. And he starts Konerko out. Reaches out for that one. He's behind on the count, 0-1.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
And it goes foul. No luck on that one. Konerko fouls off another.
A really great pitch right there. That pitcher really wanted the K, but that defensive swing kept him alive.
Lined hard down the left field line. Base hit, chance for two. Kotsay will try and score. And Kotsay crosses the plate.
Now batting for the Chicago
Well, he just
White Sox.
continues to swing a hot bat in this one.
Number
Is that
20,
4 hits for him now?
Carlos
Yes, it
Quentin.
is.
Lavender will be called on to pitch. He's coming on in relief for the Cubs.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings.
First pitch to Quinton. Fouled away. Swung on and missed. Behind now, 0-2.
Looking to carry the momentum from last game when he had 3 RBIs into this one today.
Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And Alfonso Soriano up. He had a single in his last time up.
Alfonso Soriano.
Burley with a delivery. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one.
But Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
This one towards Pierre. He gets it in, puts it away, shallow left.
Right fielder. Number 23.
And we've got Bird batting.
When you look at the 2009 season with the Rangers, Marlon Byrd emerged as one of the key components in that lineup. He started off the season as a bench player, a part-time player, and then by the end of the season, he was hitting in the middle of that lineup. He had 20 home runs, drove in 89 runs, and only 547 at-bats. Those numbers could go up if he played every day.
Called strike, and he's behind now, 0-2. Marlon Byrd is one of those that has rarely seen a pitch he doesn't want to swing at. You take a look at the numbers that he puts up, only 32 walks, almost 550 at-bats.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing about Marlon Byrd is he is susceptible to chasing that breaking ball down and away.
You see it coming up in the zone over the heart of the plate. Good piece of hitting, drives that ball.
Boy, if there's a pitcher wants back, there's one right there.
That's good pitch recognition, good two-strike approach.
Derek Lee at the plate. Last year, very good 278 average against the White Sox. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this guy's changeup may be one of the best in the game, Gary. I mean, just so deceptive to the hitter.
And that misses for a ball.
You know, as a hitter, when you see a changeup like this, Gary, you really almost have to decide, I'm going to look for the fastball or I'm going to look for the changeup. But it's tough to sit on both pitches.
Now Przinsky sets up. He got him so far. 8 strikeouts today.
Okay, now we're going to get a chance to see the cutter here, Gary.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
He really used the off-speed pitches during that at-bat to get it over with. Burley with a delivery. Lays off that one at the letters, 0-1.
That's a solid pitch going up in the zone with that four-seam fastball. You establish different parts of the zone and you change the hitter eye level. In this situation, he took the pitch.
And that ends the half inning as Ramirez makes the play. That's going to do it here in the 6th inning. And Steve, you can just tell by looking at it, he's thinking about it.
Gary, he's bringing it today, no question about it. And I tell you, the offense has to look out because he's gaining confidence.
The White Sox still ahead. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And Beckham's in the box. And the first pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. Comes off the wall in left. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
You talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
And Alex Rios up. He's driven home 4 so far.
Now he's been a run-producing machine, driving in 4 runs right here, and a big part of why they're ahead.
No one out and a runner on second. First pitch on the way. That one's drilled to short. One away. This one's going to be fielded by Fukudome. 2 down here in the inning.
Now up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
Martin looking to knock in a run.
Number 24, Mark Tien.
2 outs and a runner on second. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. The run scores. Strike 1 to Soto.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
Liner towards the hole. There's the throw. Not in time, and he is in there. That'll bring up Jeff Baker.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Here's the first pitch. Nope, that one not in there. Burley misses.
That curveball inside right there. Pretty good pitch, but if he leaves it over the plate, he's going to get hurt.
The 1-0 now. Hit hard to second. It's gobbled up. To second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay. You can almost taste the adrenaline right now, Steve. You can just tell he's getting stronger as he goes along.
He's got so much confidence. He's just knocking the bats out of the batter's hand.
And it's Ryan Theriot. Struck out swinging last time. 1 down, runner at first. And Theriot ready. First pitch. Strike 1. And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
You don't get many hanging curveballs from this guy. He made a mistake. You have to make him pay for the mistakes.
Up with it. The slide, and he is in there. Safe. This is a great situation for some offense.
Well, the pitcher did everything he could right here. He got the ground ball like he wanted. But you see this runner, man, once he left the box, he is flying, and he beats this one out.
It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch. Here's the 1-0. That swung on and hit. Quentin's going to play it. That's the second out of the inning.
Now up to the plate for the Chicago Cubs. Center fielder.
And Fukudome batting. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup.
Fukudome.
2 men on and 2 men out. Now the first pitch. Starts him out with a cut fastball for a strike.
Well, outstanding movement on the cut fastball, but he left it out over the heart of the plate. He got away with one right there.
Mark Burley gets that important strike, 0-2. Struck him out. And now that's 7. Count them, 7 shutout innings going.
I think he's got the stuff to do it, Gary. I think he wants to finish the rest of this game. He's got the legs.
And a frustrated lineup indeed. That's now 7 shutout innings. The Cubs still looking for that offense. We've got the top of the order coming up. And it's Juan Pierre now to lead it off. Got a couple of RBIs thus far.
Well, big production in this ball game. Already driving in a couple runs and a major factor in this offense.
And Pierre ready for the first pitch. Swing, hot shot. And in there, there's another one. That is his 5th hit of the ball game. So that brings Alexei Ramirez up.
And that is hit number 5 in this ball game for him. Have a day, young man.
No one out and a runner on first. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch towards center field. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
And here's Paul Konerko. Doubled homer run in his last at bat.
Well, they're winning here, Gary, and one of the reasons why is because he's driven in a couple runs in this one.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And here's the pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. And there's one. Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
First pitch to Quinton. Swing and a liner to right center. And it falls as Pierre comes home to score. And Konerko also home. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger.
Number 15, Gordon Becker.
Oh, he's got 3/4 of the cycle covered, and the hardest one out of the way, that tough triple. Let's see if he can hit a home run to complete it.
And on third, 1 out. Here's the first pitch. That ball swung on and hit Nady to field it. This one to Soriano. As Quinton around third, headed for the plate.
Now
Grounder, Lee. It's through. The runner's going to come home.
Now batting for the
Well, he's
Chicago
having a
White
heck of a
Sox.
day so far. It's his 3rd hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Come on, Brzezinski is swinging and miss right here, baby.
A runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Swing and a shot down the left field line. It's a fair ball headed into the corner for extra bases. The throw. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Third base, number 24, Mark Teahen.
Runners at second and third and 2 down. He deals. Swinging and a miss, and he falls behind on the count 0-1.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
And that's a strike. Mark Teahen's going to have to take very close approach on the next one. Grounded to Ramirez. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. A strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. The top of the order is due up next. In the dugout, Lou Piniella. And tough decisions maybe, or maybe not. This bench needs some inspiration. He'll try to give it to him. And Alfonso Soriano up. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Burley with a delivery, and that misses for a ball.
Gary, listen, he's made pitches. They've had a few base runners on against him, no question about it. They've gotten a few hits, but he's been able to keep them from putting hit after hit after hit together. He's kept them off the scoreboard and let his defense do the work.
He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. And the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. That will bring Derek Lee up. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Now Lee gets set. Swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, Derek Lee finally picked up the power numbers that were missing the last couple years for the Chicago Cubs. He had that wrist injury, subsequently had surgery on it. The power numbers were down, but in 2009, at 35 home runs, 111 RBIs, seems like Derek Lee is back.
Not in time, in there at third. The Cubs in a nice position to capitalize. If the Cubs are going to make that run that their fans have been waiting for the last few years, Lee is going to have one, a complete season on the field, and 2, put up the same kind of numbers he did last year.
Well, he sure is, and if he could pitch, that would help too, but he can't. But what he can do is help his pitchers by playing a great first base. He helps that infield so much by saving a lot of errors and keeping double plays in order by not letting balls go past him and letting runners advance.
0-1. Burley kicks and delivers. Strike 2, and Ramirez will be a contact hitter now.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as K.
Number 18.
K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
Well, a great job getting an 0-2. That third pitch, unhittable.
Guess he figured, why waste a pitch, save the arm? He did.
Nice job.
First one to Soto. Here's the pitch. And this misses 1-0.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
Halfway that time. It's a called strike anyway. 2-1. And Burley sends the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Soto not making contact there. That's going to even up the count. The pitch. Got him. Then the side is retired. And he'll head back to the dugout knowing 3 outs, and he's got himself a shutout.
He's got it. I think the way he's pitching, I think he's going to go all the way.
They're held in check yet again. Scoreless through 8 innings. The White Sox still ahead. And here's Mark Kotsay. Matchup 282 lifetime against the Cubs.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
And that's a base hit. Kotsay on it first. So Juan Pierre will come up.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Runner on first. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. 1 away now.
Coming to bat for the Chicago White Sox, shortstop.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. 2 hits for him in 6 trips. 1 out. Runner on at first. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Here it comes. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. Swung on, line to right field. 2 away.
Coming to bat for the Chicago White Sox. First base.
Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first. He's looking for hit number 5 in the ballgame.
Now driven in multiple runs in this one, Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
Here's the pitch. Cut on and missed 0-1. Over his lifetime, 293 off the Cubs. That's it foul by Konerko. And Paul Konerko strikes out, could not make contact. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. Up next, it'll be the Cubs. A look at the manager, Hansi Guillen.
Second base.
Great game his club has put together. Things have gone really well. Jeff Baker leading it off. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. Here's the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
They've had a few base runners throughout this game. They've left some on, Gary, but I mean, every single time they've had runners on, he just seems to elevate his game, making the pitch when he needs to. They just can't score.
On the way. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. And that's going to put him 2 outs away from a shutout.
He's really showing us some kind of performance here, Gary. If he can finish this inning out as strong as he started, he's got it. That's impressive breaking action right there in an 87-mile-an-hour pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Ontario ready. First pitch. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Hit on the ground towards second. Beckham. 2 away. Now you're hanging on for 1 more out.
Now he's going to take a little extra time to regroup right now. Throwing a shutout in this day and age is pretty tough because offense usually dominates.
The first pitch. And that's in for a strike.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
0-1. Burley kicks and delivers to right center. And it's through. That's a base hit.
Coming to bat for the Chicago
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Xavier Nady.
And Xavier Nady up. 2 outs and a man on first. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a cutter. Looked at. 0-1. Swing and a hot shot. Beckham. And on that play, it comes to an end. And Steve, we get to witness one of those rare events, a shutout.
He was in absolute command right from the start. Gary, game like this doesn't come about without some solid defensive play, and he had that behind him.
And congratulations on the goose egg.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
Now we get a recap of one of the outstanding individuals. He's our Pepsi Clutch performer. Our fantastic display by Mark Burley got it done today.
Well, you know, when you're facing a tough pitcher, it doesn't take long to realize that we're in for a tough day. And this team found out very early how tough this pitcher was going to be on them in this game. He's a top-flight starter, but he had everything going and mowed down this lineup. And this sends a message to the rest of the league also that this guy is for real and ready to go.
And we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
Well, an outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.